Okay.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Mercy here, also known as Mercy because people don't know how to say my name, and it's kind of spelled like that, anyways. But anyways, I'm here to talk to you guys about competitive Call of Duty this year. I kind of wanted to touch on this today. I have some gameplay playing in the background from the beta. I was using the FHR, the Epic version that you can get by doing all those missions. It's actually pretty good. You get the health boost, and I think it has like stabilization or something like that, anyways. But I'm not here to talk today about that. Here to talk about the competitive stuff. And anyways, the stream for comp was live today, and they showed off a bunch of new stuff. And it looks like this year is going to be a good, season for competitive Call of Duty, whether you like it or hate it. Because I know there's a lot of people that hate that. They try to put emphasis on competitive in Call of Duty. I get it. They want to, they just want to run around and play pubs. But I like comp, so sucks to suck. That's how I feel. But they showed off some new things. They showed off, some of the new Codcaster. It looks really, really good this year. It's basically a copy of the Black Ops 3 Codcaster, so nothing really different there. They did add a health bar in the bottom, so you can see how much health the player has. So that makes sense because it was already in the actual, UI of the game in multiplayer. So that would have been a little weird if they wouldn't have had that. And then one of the major things that they added though was when you're watching Codcaster, you can see where the next hardpoint is at the location. So they have like preset callouts basically in this game. So like I was watching Throwback on the stream. I'll link the stream, by the way, if I can find it. But I was watching Throwback, and they had an area underneath, where those trains or buses are at, under the bridge. That area is called Bike Path. I think that's what it was called. And there was a hard point down there, and on the left side it would say, like Bike Path, hard point, 50 seconds. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they showed off, they showed off one new map today. Looks like a pretty cool map. It's really symmetrical, so it looks like it was basically built for Call of Duty. They played some S&D on it. S&D looks fun this year. Basically Black Ops 3 S&D. I enjoyed that, so I'm looking forward to S&D this year. But the map was really, really symmetrical, and I like that because it doesn't give, like certain players an advantage. So maps usually, when they're designed like that, they usually work pretty well. I don't know how it'll play out in pubs. I think, it should be fine, but it looks like they're actually putting some emphasis on the maps for, competitive Call of Duty. Infinity Wars, they haven't been really strongly supportive of competitive Call of Duty in recent years. But I guess because of the new CWL League, they're, kind of being forced by Activision to put some emphasis on it this year. So it looks like it's going to be a good year, though. They also showed off they talked about, the combat rig drafts. So that's nothing really new there. We had that last year, specialist rig drafts. I didn't really like the draft system. I understand why it's there for the rigs, because that would be a little crazy. But they also added this year, I think it's crazy, weapon drafts. I don't know how that's going to work out. I read somewhere that each player gets like 2 weapons before the game they can choose. It seems weird. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess we'll have to wait. I don't know if they showed it off in the stream or not. I'm going to rewatch it, make sure. And I'll comment down below or leave it in the description. But yeah, that seems weird. I don't know how that's going to work. The ban protect system. So it says, like I'm reading right here, it would allow, so basically each player, you can pick 2 weapons before the game, and then the total for the team would be like 8 weapons total. It seems weird, but maybe it'll be a good thing. Hardpoint's back, so happy about that. It's got 2.5 second delay for spawn times, so that's going to be new this year. I think last year, Black Ops 3, they tried to do a spawn delay, and people didn't like it, so they got rid of it. They might do that again this year. I'm not too sure. They said that they were trying to make Hardpoint more of like a spawn-oriented game, to where like you had to kind of pre-plan where the hardpoint was going to be at to grab the spawns. That's always been in every Hardpoint game, but I think they're trying to focus on that more around this time, trying to be a little more strategic with it. They said it's not as slayery as compared to like Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, because those games were hectic with hardpoint. So that's a good thing. So they're gonna kind of slow it down a little bit. Uplink's back. I'm not too happy about that. I've never enjoyed Uplink. I don't like that game mode at all. I'd rather play CTF any day of the week, but gonna have to deal with some Uplink again this year. I don't know how far you'll be able to throw the ball. It looks like it's kind of like Black Ops 3. So, and I just also found out that they changed some new things to the UI. When you're like in the main menu, the guns, like, it used to be white, the UI, now it's darker, so that's pretty cool, I guess. But that's kind of really all that they showed off today. I don't think I'm missing anything else. The TTK still looks pretty similar from what the beta was, so I think this is kind of basically what the game's gonna be once it comes out. So I'm pretty excited for it this year. Oh yeah, they also talked about the pro points are back this year, so they said that you'll be able to start earning CWL pro points to go towards the CWL league. Anyone can do it, by the way. You'll be able to go through game battles to do tournaments every week or so, and they said they're starting that first week of December, so that's pretty cool. They're not really taking too long to start up the league, so that's a good thing. It's starting pretty quick this year. Last time I felt like we had to wait a little bit longer for it, but I normally don't participate in anything like that. I usually just play some game battles, and I find that fun. So, but it looks like they're actually gonna be cooperating with MLG this year again, so that's cool. I kind of thought they just Activision bought them for no reason, so they're actually gonna be using them. There was a MLG event announced. I think it's going to be either December or January. I think it's January. Usually they have an event in January. And it's going to be in Las Vegas. I wish I could go to it, but that's pretty far from where I'm at, so won't be attending that. But looks like this year is going to be pretty good. Hopefully they can have some more events this year. Kind of sucked last year event-wise. It didn't feel like there was really a lot. They had a UMG event towards the end of the year, but it got canceled because of the hurricane. So hopefully no hurricanes again this year, so nothing gets canceled. But this year they are doing something different with the events. They're holding regional events for CWL, so that means NA teams will have regional events only for NA teams. I don't know how that's going to work out for other teams in the world, because EU and Australia, they usually don't have a lot of tournaments a year. And usually they need to play NA as much as they can to get more experience against NA, because NA is always better on Call of Duty, at least. So that could screw Australia and EU over, when it comes to the CWL finals time. So we'll see how it all plays out, though. That's all I really wanted to talk about today. Just kind of wanted to touch on some of the comp stuff. I'm looking forward to it this year, so looks like it's gonna be pretty fun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave you with the rest of this gameplay. I don't think there's really much left, so I'm gonna just go ahead and cut here. I'll see you later, guys. Peace.